Hey, and welcome back. Steve Shade here with Shade House Plans. And today we're going to take our garage and we're going to add the roof. Now, and this is a particular, this project here, he's not going to use trusses. However, we're going to assume that the rafter layout will be the same as the truss layout. Now, this may not be true based on the size of the rafter we use and the span and all that goes with it. We'll need to do some engineering, and I have some lumber charts that I use to look up to see what size rafters we're going to need. Now, we should probably get an engineer to look at it. However, what I'm going to do, and hopefully it goes through, is I'm going to do my best guess based off these lumber charts that I have, and then I'm going to submit it to the city, and then the city plans reviewer will look it over, and they'll do their calculations, and they'll either approve it or they'll deny it and ask me to either increase the size of the rafters or they'll request an engineer to review it. So at that point, then we'll pay for the engineer. I'm going to warn the client ahead of time that that's what the situation is. But we're going to try to avoid the cost of the engineer, which can be $700 to $1,500, just so they can do the calculations, the load calculations on the roof, and put their stamp on it. The load calculations on the roof are fairly simple to do. You're going to do what's called the dead load, which is the wood and the asphalt, tiles, shingles, and then you're going to do the live load, which is assuming the weight of snow, basically. And your different area where you live is going to have the different requirements for your snow load based off of average snowfall and stuff like that. But so what we're going to do here, we're in the model space, and we're just going to start with the rafters. So what we're going to do then is we're going to take off these lines, because these measurement lines. This is all the foundation. We're going to just kind of make that go away. So now that I got that layer gone, we can start from scratch. Now what we're going to do is start with one rafter in the front, and then we're going to just copy and paste it across the back until we get to the end, and then we're going to have to make some adjustments to the end. So first I need some guidelines. I'm going to start here with the line. I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to start this vertex here, and this line, this is going to be part of the roof. So I'm going to go over here to roofing. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to start this corner here, the V, and I'm going to come down. Now I like to put 2-foot overhangs on most of my buildings, but this is a garage and it's an addition into an already existing yard. So yeah, I'm going to go down to 1-foot overhangs on this one, and we'll see what the client says on that. So I'm just going to come straight down with the line 1 foot long. And I use the tab key to get my length and my angle correct, and it's straight down. Now I'm going to take my rectangle tool, and I'm going to make sure it's on roofing. I'm going to make sure it's got a solid continuous line, and then I'm going to start right there with the vertex and come up. Now I know that my walls, well, maybe I don't know. Let's see, let's bring back the foundation. What's my distance here? 18 feet. So I'm going to add a foot to either side, so 20 total. That's what I wanted. I thought it was 24, but then I realized that was the other wall. All right, so I'm going to come up here now. My rafter is going to be 1.5 inches thick, because it's probably going to be a 2 by 10 or a 2 by 12 if I can help it. So I'm going to assume that. So I'm going to press tab, and the first one here is going to be 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to tap again, and it's going to be 20 feet. And click enter. All right. So there we go. There's my first rafter. Now I'm going to highlight that line by dragging from left to right. So that means that only things that are fully encompassed in my square will highlight, so that I can know that I'm deleting just that line. Now I get my guideline out of the way. Now if I went from right to left, it would have been green, which would have highlighted a bunch of stuff. All right. All right, so now we're just going to highlight this box. We're going to move it 2 feet over to the left, so it's 2 foot on center, and we're going to copy it at the same time. So we use this copy tool right here, and the Delta X tool right here, and we're going to say negative 24 inches, enter. So there we go, second rafter. Now, I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to highlight both and move it over 48 inches, or 4 feet. Oh, I made a mistake. I accidentally moved it forward instead of backwards, instead of negative. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to undo my copy, and I'm going to move it backwards 8 feet to make up the difference. 8. There we go. Now we're back on track. Now again, I'm going to highlight more than one. Speed up the process here. I'm going to click the copy button. Negative 8 feet. Boom. Now this is, if I did it again, it would be 16 and it would come over the edge. So I'm going to just grab, let's see 8. This is a, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I need one pass. So I need 2 less. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you caught up with that. So then now this is 10. So negative 10. Boom. Okay, great. Now notice this last one is 1.5 inches off. So really I need to move it back that way, 1.5 inches. For that last one's always going to be off because of the way, because of the thickness of the rafters. There we go. Now you're also going to want an overhang on the front and the back. All right, so we're going to do that too. I'm going to take this and copy it, move it back a foot, -1 foot, and we're going to take the front one here and we're going to move it forward a foot, and we're going to go +1 foot. There we go. Now there's your rafters, or trusses if you're going to use trusses, and we're going to put the fascia board here on the side. So again, we're going to take this rectangle, we're going to go to the vertex here, and it's 24 feet plus the extra foot plus the up and down then is a 1.5 inches. So we're going to go tab 26 feet, tab again 1.5 inches. There we go. And here's the fascia on this side again. Click on that with a V, come down here, tab 26 feet, 1.5 inches, enter. Okay, great. Now this one here, because he's going to use, if you're using trusses, then the center would be your roof peak, and you want to indicate that on the plan. However, with this plan, he's going to use this wall as a support wall to support the roof, the rafters, and he's just going to come straight down on both sides. So then we want to put the beams in here again, because he's going to have a beam across there, and this wall is going to be, I think it's 12 feet if I did the math right. So what I did is I made sure that this is a 412 pitch right here. That means it's up 4 inches for every 12 inches across, and that means this wall has to be 12 feet tall to go down 4 inches to get to here at 8 feet. All right, and we're just going to set the rafter right on top of those walls. Okay, and then we'll match the rafter here and have it set on top of there. So then the peak is going to be right in the center of this wall. Okay, so we're going to draw a line right in the center of this wall. Let's see, 3.5 inches. So it's going to be 1.75. All right, we're just going to start here and come across, and I'm going to put it here. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh well, we're good. I'm just going to start here. This way I'll erase that line in a second. But it keeps me, it helps me as a guide to know where I'm supposed to be. So these are 1/2 inches here, and I need to be 3/4, so I'm going to put myself right in between there. And now I'm going to come across all the way to the other side. Boom. There we go. Now I'm just going to try to float over this line as best I can, and then I'm going to change my angle to 180 and make sure I'm right. Should be 26 feet and 180 degrees. Enter. There we go. So that is the roof peak. Right, click on this little line, get rid of it. Alright, so there we go. Pretty straightforward. Now, you do need a couple dimensions on this, so we're going to use our guidelines again to show how far the awnings are. Notice I started with a V to get this out, and then I double checked by tabbing to make sure the degrees angle was 0. Now I'm going to use my dimension tool. I'm going to come down to roofing, and I'm going to start out here. I'm going to use V for the end. I'm actually going to do right here because I want to show the eave distance, not the fascia distance. And I'm going to press I here for intersect. 1 foot. There we go. Now this line needs to go away, so I'll get rid of that. And I could, well, maybe I could have left it. Let's leave it. Control Z to undo that. Alright, I also want to show where the roof peak is from both sides. So let's do that. Get my dimensions again. Go to the V. Get this one. There we go. V for the vertex. Come out. Should be, yep, and a quarter in there, yep. It is, we're good. I for intersect. Oh, what happened? The line is very crooked. It shouldn't be so crooked. Oh, okay, it got that intersect instead of this intersect, so let's delete that one. Start over. Zoom in a little bit. Let's get the edge of that. We just get the end of that. V. There we go. And just get the end of this. V. Oh, darn it. I clicked too fast. I am getting in a hurry. So again, it's saving. We got this little hourglass. Wait till that's gone. Control Z to undo. Let's go back. Let's try one more time. V. And up we go, and in we go, and V, and out. Line those up. Good. Now, you might want to do it from the edge of the wall as well. So we're going to do that here. And either of those is fine. Alright, there we go. It's not super needed. Okay, so what we're also going to do is add a label, a roof peak, roof peak here. So we're going to, actually I'm going to steal the labels off my old plan. Here we go, roof peak. I'm just going to grab it. And like I said, this is a plan that I've done. I've stolen the template as a template. So I just moved my old plan off to the side and started a new plan. It helps because I have all these details already templated and started. All my notes already started. All I have to do is redraw my plan. Alright, so roof peak here. There we go. And alright, so what else is on here that we need? For some reason the mechanical's showing up, so I'm going to hide that just so it's not so noisy. Mechanical gone. There we go. Now notice this is a trussed garage, so we have right here an entrance into the roof from the ceiling, so an attic access. He also used bird blocking with holes for ventilation in the attic. Now when you do a rafter plan, there's no attic space, so there's no venting needed. Okay, so we got that. So these are vents right here. We don't need those. Okay, good. So I think that's all we need. I don't see anything else. Oh yeah, the pitch is on there. Let's copy that over there. Here we go. Down we go. Down we go. All right, this side's supposed to be 412, so we're gonna put that on there. I didn't do the math on the other side, to be honest. So I'm just gonna copy that over there, and we will figure that one out later. I mean, the whole distance is 18 feet. This is 12 feet. This is 6 feet. So it's twice as steep. So really, it's probably an 812 pitch. But that's just a guess. I'll have to verify that with some other math. So we're going up 4 feet, and we're going across 6 feet. Yeah, I need to convert that to inches though. So anyway, there you go. All right, so I think we're done. We're going to go over the roof plan here, the sheet. See what we got. There we go. Looks pretty good. We got some notes. I'll have to adjust these notes. I'll have to make sure that these are correct. I'm going to take this one out. The attic access one's not right. We don't need it. This one here. Oops, I don't need to do that. Let's see. Up, up, up. All right, come on. Work with me here. All right. I'll definitely leave this one. I'll convert this one to trusses, or I mean rafters instead of trusses. So I'm going to take out the ceiling there. Good, good. All right, so again, I want to make this 1/2 scale because it's so small. So bring it up here. Just right click on it, go to properties, go to viewport, go to fixed, change this to 24. And 1/2 scale means it's 1/2 inch equals a foot. Is there 2 here? I did. Look, there's a copy right here. So I got 2 of them. Let's undo the copy. Now, if you have that copy tool, I often make copies of stuff on accident because I have that stupid copy tool highlighted. So don't feel bad. I'm still doing it. You'll probably do it too. Alright, so there we go. There's our roof plan. Pretty much done. We'll do a little touch-ups here and there. Okay, let's go back to the model space. Make sure I didn't copy anything else I didn't want to. Okay, we're good. Thank you for watching. If you would like more information, please join my Facebook group called Starting a Drafting Business. Inside that group, I share tips and tricks on how to get your own drafting business started. I also have some tutorials like this one about how to use TurboCAD. So I look forward to seeing you in the group, and I'll catch you next time.